A breeze passes by him, carrying with it the smell of the wound that is his body. Y'all better shut up. What is up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for tuning in with me today. Y'all already see the title. It's been long overdue, but we're here. We're here. Scarlet Hollow episode 5 just dropped today, and I finally am about to settle down and play it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is what I needed, something to uplift my spirits, and I'm really excited about this. So, if you are not familiar with Scarlet Hollow, I highly suggest you check out the playlist that is on my channel. I will have it linked down in the description. I'll have the eye up in the sky, all that, so you can make sure you check out episode 1 if you're interested. But if you want to be a rebel and come in on episode 5, that's your choice, your prerogative. Just don't come over here asking me questions about what's going on, because I already told you this is not the first episode. But it is an amazing series, and I'm probably sure y'all probably heard me mention it if you checked out any of my other videos that's similar to this style of gameplay. Always raving about Scarlet Hollow. So if you already been on that and you're just like, let me see what the Scarlet Hollow is about, because this girl always talking about it, you're here. You're in for a treat. It's gonna be lots of reading. I'm a one-woman show, and yeah, I have my water on standby for that reason and any other reason, because you got to stay hydrated, because water is essential to life, okay? And also got me a little snacky snack because I ate dinner early, and this gameplay is going to be like 2 hours long, okay? FYI, the creator did say that they had to break up episode 5 into 2 parts. So this is part 1. I may or may have not put a poll up asking you guys, do y'all want this episode first or do y'all want me to mash it up? Because a beautiful member in our community told me about how, you know, even though I did see it myself, but you know, it's always great that you guys are keeping me in the loop as well. So I appreciate that. But yeah, we was discussing about how this is going to be split into 2 parts based off the game developer themselves, not up to me. But like I said, there may or may have not been a poll that I posted in asking you guys that, you know, do y'all want this episode first or do y'all want me to mash them together? So if there's a poll, good job, Tailah. If there's not, girl, what are you doing? Get it together. But yeah, all in all, we're about to check this out. Has been a very long intro. I have not been talking to y'all. This is like my most recent video I've recorded, y'all, and y'all getting this before my other stuff, probably, depending on what the polls say, if I did my job right. so yeah. Okay, enough talking. I'm pretty sure y'all probably like, girl, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. It's been a minute. All right, I haven't settled to record a video in a good minute, but we're here. We're here. So with that being said, y'all already know, grab your water, grab your snacks, grab a blanket, because this is a creepy, cozy game to me. And yeah, we're just gonna check it out. We're back. I'm kind of interested where they're gonna leave me off. This is a horror game, not intended for all audience. Please visit the website if you need to list of specific content warnings. Okay, y'all? Just a FYI, a reminder if you have, you know, forgotten the series. You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home. We're home, y'all. We're back. Relax. Calm down. I'm excited, but calm down, okay? But yeah, I want to know where they're going to leave me off. Hardcore mode. Let's just see what happens. It says, if you like to continue with this world state in episode 5, please save your game now. Save. Okay. Wow, y'all. We haven't played this since when? June 5th? Okay, let's save this just in case, because I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. Continue. Oh, yes. Would you like to see a recap? Yes, please. Yes, please give a full recap. Yes, but just a recap of episode 4. What should we do? I mean, I kind of remember what happened in the last episode, but I'm gonna do a full recap for those of you who probably seen the series and don't want to go watch the series again. I would appreciate if you would do it, but I understand, you know, so I'll give us a full recap. The funeral of Pearly and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Oh, I forgot about that. I low-key forgot we was out there for a funeral. Welcome to our family's humble estate. This is my cousin Tabitha. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering around anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors haven't been known to give out. Let's get my reading in order right now. Okay, this recap is me warming up. Okay, this is Stella. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? I gotta get their voices back too. I forgot their voices I had. Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing. I killed that dog. Spoiler alert, that dog dead. You'll eat those words when I carry. Oh, he country. I remember that. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. Ugh. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs. There go Birdie. While Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creatures attempt to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Yeah, how creepy these things look. It barely staggers back, the shove having done little more than shift the thing's attention to you. It rears back on hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. Gretchen! You both turn just in time to see the end of Gretchen's leash. Oh wait, who's Birdie? Because I thought Gretchen. Okay, child, focus. Disappearing into the underbrush, her yelps grow distant as she is dragged away. I'm sorry, Gretchen. Wayne, welcome home. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. But listen, you better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask. We won't have any more problems. Okay. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Okay, cuz. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. I'm going to keep my ears open for you. The diner's where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. That's, they just said his name and I forgot. Avery. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Oh, that's that girl. Oh, she get on my nerves. I don't forget beef with her. What's her name? Kanika? It's something with a K. Whatever you two have planned, probably beyond what we can manage right now. Anyways. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. We still gotta get the lore on Wayne. As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. And this one going to the mines. Is this me? I don't know if this is me or Kanika. I remember her being with us. Why can't I see her? What happened to her? See, should I have played the updated version? I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. See, yeah, why her stuff gone? You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figure you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. You got that right. I surely didn't listen. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. That face. Get your cousin to flash her pearly whites. Not them giving me this achievement. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. Yeah, my cousin don't need to smile like that. My dad says our house is haunted. Okay, girl. But she's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Uh-oh. There is something in the darkness before you that is much louder. No, you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Ty, are you alright? I forgot I named my character Ty. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time. I promise. Rosalina. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. It's a long recap. I did do episode 1 to now, didn't I? Okay. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. There are 2 of them now. I wonder why they got some clips in here as a recap. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the 2 of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Ty, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for you, Oscar, and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. This is also supposed to be a dating simulator, guys. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Ty, if you like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I would just be a minute. This is when they accuse me of stealing, even though he told me I can get what I want. Well, if it ain't Ty, Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. She was there with Stella that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness. Tabitha stops in front of a small house on Quiet Hill just off Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees, just more convenient, you know? Your cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright striped green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in. Don't worry. It's empty. Yep, he's a dog. You could tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Before you can catch up with your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Mystical. I'm mystical. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike this man. I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Ty? Everyone been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. I forgot about him. Not really. I remember what happened, but I just forgot, you know. The basement is what you might expect out of the tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in corners of the room. Hiding the bare cement floor, ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out their creator. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourself comfortable. You will have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. I forgot his name, even though they probably just showed it. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Anxiously picks, who is this? Why this name? Is this Kanika? What is her name? Kenya? In her food, Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother's perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all over you with a sharp, fierce gaze. So, I was wondering if we could maybe watch a movie sometime this week while Tailah's still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like they're ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends. Oh, Reese stopped mid-sentence, wincing in pain, wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. That food look good. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we're hopeful to get this all sorted out. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? I like Avery. Oscar and Blank startle as the door swings open. Oh, there she is right there. Sometimes I made it just in... Oh, seems I just made it in time. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have all night. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around is stained in reddish brown. I'm going for it. Okay, everybody looking. Yeah, I remember this creepy mess. Wait, do you hear music? She didn't get me this time. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises into attention. Stella? There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resonance clearly doesn't want me here. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with the miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Bull crap. You and Tabitha come to in the basement, a mound of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen, though Sybil remains standing on the stairwell as if she's been patiently waiting for you to get up. Ah, the spirit is gone, and you two are back, and both of you are whole. I have to admit that this is quite an unexpected outcome. Excellent work, Ty. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arms, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Ty. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family musty covers. You open your eyes, it's a new day, but your thoughts are interrupted by a buzz of your phone on a nightstand. You check your messages. There's something from Stella. There's a small gathering of workers outside the entrance to the mines, picket sign in hand. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. Now, on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that could fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure, but we may at very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. Ooh. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away for decades behind these some flimsy drywall. Oh, we own this episode 4, y'all. His voice sounds distant. Your soul focused on finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage have eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The plank nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even when I get out this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. Y'all seeing it. Y'all seeing it. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases. His ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. There you go, right there, Wayne. Leave us alone. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare into the hallway. I don't remember what decision I made in this situation right here. Look at that head peeking around. They animated this really nice. Look at, well, not animated, drew. Look at that. They did such a great job. I'm really excited to see what they get into. Is this what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. You hand Dr. Kelly the tranquilizer darts. Dr. Kelly quickly loads them into her gun, leveling the barrel at her son. The drama. Tight. I thought we were in this together. Now when you became whatever you became, I'm sure we'll see each other tomorrow. You should try to spend some time in that old building before you head to town. Tabitha won't be around. Too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you, and you might be surprised at what you find. Until then, sleep well. He disappears into the underbrush. And now, we're on to episode 5. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese, trapped in that tiny windowless room. All his greatest fears realized, his body no longer his own, but you stop him from killing Dr. Kelly. The world, at least for now, is protected from him. And then, you think of nothing. It's time to continue your journey. Okay, y'all. Wake up, wake up. Okay, hold on. I want to turn this up just a little bit. A lonely piano refrain echoes through your head as you sleep. It feels like it goes on forever, clumsy and uncertain of itself, stopping and staring at random. And starting at random. But as your dreams start to fade, you realize the music is following you to the waking world, continuing even as your mind solidifies and banishes the last few remnants of your dreams. Get about my face. When it finally stops, you're startled by sudden silence and these little ugly things in my face. You're awake now, cold and uncomfortable. Your muscles stiff and achy, your head still clouded with sleep. You realize there's concerning lack of blanket and mattress. There is nothing beneath you but hard wooden floorboards, dusty and uneven. Did we fall out of bed? There's also a weight on your chest and claws digging gently into your skin, and they trying to eat me. Your heart skips a beat. You're greeted by two beady eyes staring down at you, the twitching nose of the opossum that lives in your drawer. The other one is crouched in the corner, eyeing you wearily. You are not in your room. What? Start crying, stand up, smacking the possums away in panic frenzy. Stand up and get your bearings. I'm gonna stand up and get my bearings. That's all. I ain't gonna fight those things. Well, I look like he's standing up with me. I picked it up. You stand, your legs still wobbly with sleep. The odd tilt of the floor adding to your unsteadiness. Where we at? The opossum clings to your shirt with its tiny claws holding on for dear life. You must be in the forbidden wing. The small opossum finally moves. It carefully makes its way down the length of your clothes as it afraid you might notice it if it moves too quickly. Not the baby that crawled on its back. It hastens when it finds solid ground, scurrying into the larger opossum in the corner. The two stare up at you, not quite afraid, but clearly more wary now that you've risen to your full human height. Maybe they were watching over you as you slept, or maybe they were just hoping you might be lunch. Either way, you're both going your separate ways now. There are two doors out of your barren room. Okay, one is normal doorway leading to what you assume to be a hallway. The other is a door that must have once been hidden. Oh, they're about to make you make a choice. Though the ruined state of the wallpaper has robbed it of its secrecy. Investigate the hidden door, call someone, yell, hoping someone is there to hear you, continue deeper into the forbidden wing. I kind of want to explore this door. Let's just investigate. There doesn't seem to be a clear way to open it besides the brass circle where a handle should be. Okay, try forcing the doorway anyway. Look through the hole where the handle used to be. Call someone. Let's look through the hole. Let's try forcing it. Okay. You push on the wall, it doesn't budge. You try messing with the metal contraption that stands in your place of the door handles, tugging and jiggling and pushing on it every which way, and still nothing. Okay, let's look through. No, better not pop up. You lean forward, peering into the narrow opening at what lies behind the door. It's your room. Okay. Which means you'd be able to slip right back into safety of the rest of the house if you could just manage to find the handle. Okay. I think we're home alone, so it would be kind of pointless to call for someone. Unless they're saying call someone on our phone. Because they call someone and then they say yell. Let's just continue. You make your way carefully across the slanted room and deeper into the forbidden wing. Hopefully we ain't make a mistake. Before you is a long hallway, age-stained curtains fluttering in the breeze, flowing in through cracked glass. The weak sunlight illuminates the dust dancing on the air. An ornate entryway, its door long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and staircase looms at the far end. Okay, I see it. I'm like, I don't see no staircase. Follow the footprints down the hall. Investigate the ornate entryway. I feel like I'm saying that so wrong. Ornate? Follow the footprints down the hall. Where's the footprint? Let's explore the entryway. You make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. It's a parlor. Of course, the Scarlets of Old Wood have had a dedicated space to entertain their guests. It would feel elegant if not for the massive crack that ruins the entire length of the floor. The air here stinks of mildew. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. There's a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict a town. Something else catches your eye too. A bookshelf. Or rather, what's left to be a bookshelf, hanging by a single rusted hinge over here, okay. Its sagging shelves reveal some sunless space beyond, once hidden, now exposed by the rot of the house. Let's examine the painting first. What's this? There's the church, the mine. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locals, many of which you've already visited: the town hall, the estate, the mines, and the clinic, still called the hospital, at the time of the painting. And then there are the places you've yet to see: the church, as well as the historical Callaway/Tremaine homesteads. Oh, I'm book smart and mystical. I was wondering, I'm like, what was my traits again? Okay. The faded bronze plaque beneath reads, in commemoration of Enoch Scarlet, head of the Scarlet Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project. Let the past never be forgotten. The faded, okay. So, examine the space beyond the broken shelf. Yes. I was trying to bring the thingy down so I could see the picture overall, but for whatever reason, the old buttons that used to be that not showing. You cross the parlor, testing each careful step along the way, and duck between the collapsed shelves in the old bookshelf. A hidden room. Interesting. Okay, we got some stuff over here. What is that? The space is dark. It features barely illuminated by the faint light trickling in through the mirage of cracks and holes in the walls. The wallpaper, a deep, exquisite red, adds a blood-like glow to the dimness. The walls are lined with ornate display cabinets, some empty, some still presenting their antique treasures. Nestled between the cabinets, a single tall bookshelf remains standing, its occupants dusty but mostly intact. But all of these are ornamental details. Your focus is drawn to an expensive-looking antique desk in the center of the room. Okay, what's that book right there? Examine the bookshelf, yes. Maybe the collection of literature can help you learn about the room occupant. You approach the shelf, your eager eyes poring over titles for anything that seems to stand out. The upper shelves are mostly of classic fiction: Moby Dick, Shakespeare, various Dickens novels, nothing that stands out particularly interesting. The bottom shelf seems to be home to reference books, heavy volumes of long outdated construction law, treatises on various aspects of the coal industry, but there's also a book on city planning that stands out to you. The spine is marked with a dot. You pull it out, the shelves above shifting precariously as if the book held some loading bearing purpose. A map. The instant you crack the spine, a slip of paper falls out, ancient and fragile and yellowed with age. It's some kind of map. And judging by the highlighted landmarks, it's a map of Scarlet Hollow. Town Hall, the old hospital, the mines, all places where stones carvings have been buried. There's one more circled area as well, what looks like the patch of a farmland. You haven't played this location a visit yet, but judging by the way the other buildings have had their ways of drawing you in, it's probably only a matter of time. You carefully fold the map and shove it into a pocket. Examine the desk. Let's step away. Nope. Open the bottom drawer. The bottom drawer offers some resistance as you try to pull it out. It seems that it was locked, though the bit of metal attempting to hold it shut seems to have rusted to the point of uselessness years ago. It gives in with a sharp tug, rotting wood splintering softly somewhere within the century-old desk. Inside, you find a strange collection of glass vials. Their surfaces are clouded over, but you can make out what seems to be paper, preserved somehow instead of containers, a hint of writing visible at the edges. Open the vitals. Mystical. Ooh, you reach for one of them, but hesitate before opening it. This is a fragile thing, and it hums with a strange energy. Interesting. Take it to Sybil. I don't know if I could trust Sybil. I feel like it was a point in my mind where I was like, I don't think I could trust her. You close your eyes and focus on that hum, and to your surprise, at the back of your mind, you hear it. To Miss Maeve. I know it's been several years since my last visit, but I do hope you remember the young lad who used to find himself at your doorstep more than you probably would have liked. I write you now with the utmost urgency. I'm not sure if news had yet reached you regarding what transpired just yesterday. Many lives were lost. The town is in frenzy. I hope to mitigate some of the damage that has been done, and thus must speak with you at once. I attempted to journey to your place of residence, but was unable to locate it. Locate what? You once told me of another way to reach you, and though it seemed nothing but a half-remembered fantasy, I am acting in desperation. I can only hope this letter finds its way to you. As you once said, it would in my hour of need. I must meet with you at your soonest convenience. Sincerely, yes. Enoch. You reach for another. Miss Verena, trouble with tea? Your presence request at once. And another. Verena, know what you tried. Do not appreciate the attempt at subterfuge. Thought we both knew what was at stake here. The boy has been dealt with. Expect me this evening for in-person discussion. I forgot who T is. That's something they could have recapped. Some of these letters are addressed to Miss Maeve and some to Verena, all signed ES. You assume this have to be from Enoch, right? Many seem unimportant, just listing a time and place. You assume meeting between Enoch and whoever the Verena may have been. I can't look on the top drawer? Step away from the desk, I guess. You step away from the desk. You've seen enough? Go to the hallway. Okay. You return to the hallway outside of the parlor. Follow the footsteps. You follow the path laid out in dust. It takes you up a flight of stairs. The way down blocked by debris, and you find yourself on the third floor of the estate for the first time. There are more footprints leading all the way down the hallway and into the furthest door. Approach the window, move boxes from in front of the nearest door, enter the middle room. Let's approach the window. Not do everything. You carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. That sure is a cliff. There is nothing below the window but the top distant trees. The ground having crumbled away. The only thing stopping you from plummeting to your death is a straining foundation that still somehow holds this place together. At least for now. Okay. Let's enter the middle room first. This is a baby room. I was wondering if this was a kid's room. This space was clearly once a nursery, though no child has been here for a long, long time. Check the bookshelf. The top shelf is occupied by antique picture books, Dick and Jane, books of nursery rhymes, ancient edition of Grimm's fairy tales. The lower shelves are full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias to right practice workbooks. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you get the impression that the children who live here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. Your family may have been wealthy, but maybe not in joy. Okay, read a few writing practice books. Alexandra Scarlet. You leaf through a few of practice workbooks, gently turning the near crumbling pages. Today Reasons Mommy should take me and Mary Bell to the zoo. 1, we have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. 2, Mary Bell says elephants are so big and I would like to see one. 3, I think it would be very fun and Mommy would have a good time. 1, 2, 1. I think that's a code. No, because it's saying 1, 2, 3. But has she spelling certain stuff? We'll see. I'll probably be overthinking. All are signed with the careful scrawled signature of Alexandra Scarlet. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as the many practice sentences and letters copying pages flash by, but something near the back of the book gives you pause. In section that stares with the prompt, Today Alexandra continues with talk to the boy in the wall. Wayne, book smart. This last prompt lingers with you. If all these practice books are the same, you wonder what else you'll manage to find under Today You grab the next copy, opening it to the first practice writing page. Today I told the boy in the wall about my family. Then the boy in the wall said he is happy he has a kid to talk to. I'm also glad because Mary Bell is mean sometimes and tells me what to do. He is really nice and I hope he can come out of the wall to play with us soon. Today I told the boy in the wall that I am sad. He was really nice and told me he knows how to make Mommy be nicer to me. He said Mommy tucks him in every night and reads him stories and is never mean, and that if I was in the wall, Mommy would also be nice to me. He said there can only be one kid in the wall, so he will have to switch places with me, but Mommy will be nice to me then, so it is okay. Today I ate dinner with Mommy. She says she made me special dinner and she sat with me the whole time and I was a good girl and I ate it all. Mommy is proud of me. It was a good day and I am happy. The rest of the book, the rest of the book is blank. Okay. Oh, it's right there. The rest of the book is blank. You're done here. Return to the hall. You make your way back. Okay. Let's move the boxes and go to the other one. The boxes slide out of the way with a bit of elbow grease. You push past them into the room beyond. The room is coldly empty. The large antique bed is made, its sheet ancient and dusty, but still somehow giving off the feeling of tidiness. Who's these? Oh, that scared me. Her ladyship chambers. Explore Edwardine bedroom. Even with cobwebs stretched between each corner of its 4-poster frame. Search the desk, search the closet. Let's search the desk. You step toward the desk, its drawers practically overflowing with stationery. Whoa, receipts, letters. As you sift through the paper, it quickly becomes clear to you whose room this is. There are stacks of bills in Edwardine's name, filling nearly every drawer, and even once you manage to get past the layers of envelopes and trifold paper, you hit a permafrost of receipts. It seems she was doing her best to be meticulous and hold on to any scrap of paper that might possibly be important. But when you reach the bottom drawer, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards, letters, small wrapped packages, some open, some sealed, some crumpled into messy balls. You open one. Oop. Oh no. Oh, okay, hold on. What did it say? You open one of the cards. Both pages are taken up by handwritten notes. Tabby, hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Hope Pearly Ann treats you to your best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're into these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. Oh, I made sure they were the best of shells of the bunch. Not sure how rare any of them are, but they're awful pretty, and they still got the beach smell. And make sure you put your ears up to them. It doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close enough. In case you think that makes me a cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash too, so you could get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you get Pearly Ann to take you to the nice toy store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. If you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. I miss you so much, Tabby, and I'm always thinking of you. You can come out and visit me anytime. I know you've always wanted to see what it was like out east. Oh, who is this from? I made sure to write out my address on the back of this card, just in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me. Been missing you, my incredible, wonderful, amazing daughter. Dad. All my love, Dad. Oh, I didn't even peep that right there. Did that just appear? You pull out another from closest to the top of the pile. Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me again, your old dad. So, the big 2-0. I can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn, telling me what various sounds animals make, like you're the professor of animal noises. I have no idea if you read these, but I'll keep writing them, even if sometimes it feels like I'm writing them to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. I like to think we'd get along, though. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up, just in case. It's always ready for you, kid. I love you, and always will, no matter who you turned out to be. Love, Dad. There are years and years of these. The bottom drawer is almost entirely unopened envelopes dated from when Tabitha would have been just a kid, all from him. You pocket a few of the cards. Why? Why did you pocket it? Okay, search the closet. Now, if Tabitha found it, she gonna know you've been in this wing. You make your way to the closet. I mean, I don't care. Tabitha doesn't scare me, but I'm just saying. It seems Edwardine kept things neat and orderly, or as neat and orderly as she could, considering the decaying state of the place. You can't help but notice that these dresses look strikingly like the style Tabitha wears. You can imagine Pearline sifting through Edwardine's old trunk of clothes, recycling moth-eaten vintage dresses for her daughter in place of buying anything new. The only thing here besides her clothes and shoes is a box, shoved out to one side. You pick it up. Child-size overalls, striped shirts, a small pair of trousers with suspenders, still attached. One of those little sailor suit boys from the 50s were always wearing. When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away in the bottom of the box, in a protective plastic sleeve. It is scrawled in almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick brown watery ink that's cracked with age. Mommy, I am here. Oh, I am here too, and I love you. Already read that. Your hands tremble, the note somehow making the tips of your fingers feel dirty, even as it sits behind a layer of plastic. You dropped it back into the box, once again, covering it with clothes, shoving it back into the recesses of the forgotten closet where it belongs. I just feel like someone's watching over my shoulder, like in the game, like me as the character. I just feel like any moment we're going to turn around and someone's going to be there. You're done here and return to the hall. Finished with the tucked away room, you return to the hallway. Okay, follow the trail to the furthest room. You continue following the trail of footprints, approaching the furthest room down the hall. The door was clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left open. Is this Wayne's room? The room is starkly empty, save for a rug and a few, I know how you pronounce this, but take your time. Candelabras? Did I say that right? The lack of dusty old boxes and rotten antiques mark it distinct from the rest of the clutter, forgotten spaces you've explored. Don't be doing that. It pains you to stand in this space. Emotions hang over you, strong, oppressive, and overwhelming. Thoughts that threaten to fill your lungs. You don't feel death here. You feel something worse, a deeper loss. One that's left a wound that has refused to scar. You can't help but fixate on the carpet in the center of the room. The corners is rumpled as if it had all recently been moved. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting nervous. Move the carpet. You pull the carpet up, exposing the bare floor and revealing what lies beneath. What? An ornate ring of sigils has been carved into the floor, 5 along the edges with a 6th in the center. The circle emits a now uncomfortably familiar feeling. You can feel your gaze forced to crawl over every intricate detail of the carving in front of you. The serpents wrapped around the staff gave you why does it look like it just got detailed? Hold on. That threw me off. Give you the serpents wrapped around the staff give you a flash of the room beyond the morgue. I'm trying to see, what does she see? Oh, I see the serpents on the staff. I got it. In the darkness that swept through the house once it had been uncovered. The fist and chain makes you feel like you back in the claustrophobic confines of the mines, surrounded by the angry hammering of its memories. So I want to know, is it the people who died in the mines hunting? I think that's what was going on. The horns have the same nightmarish, dreamy feeling of the world constructed by the furious ghost of Charles Shaw Jr. The others are new to you. The feelings they emit are less intense, giving only a vague impression of what they might be tied to. Golden fields, the mulling of fresh souls, just slithering out from the wombs and desperate to be fed. Another that rings like bells in your mind, calling you not towards it, but away from it, pushing you from the threshold and into the darkness. But the central symbol is strongest of all. It echoes out across the room, a vast ego proclaiming its dominance. This is all further confirmation of what the map and Enoch's study suggested. Move on. Ciao. You continue forward towards the door to the far side of the room. You exit into a short hallway. There are stairs here, leading back down to the lower floors, but there's also another door. Should we leave or should we explore? It's hanging ajar, the many locks and deadbolts along its edge glimmering in the weak morning light. This could be the room the boy was in. What is that, a P? Doesn't that look like a letter P? Or am I seeing stuff? The door frame itself is gouged and splintered evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the room beyond time and time again. Enter. Oh, they didn't give me a choice. You step forward. Yeah, this is the room. What does that say right here? OV. Oh, they probably tell me. This was a prison cell. Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. The walls are covered in scratches, legible words mixed with nonsense of desperate clawing. The one window set high in the far wall is fitted with a thick pane of glass, as if the iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. I mean, if it was anything that Reese turned it to, probably not. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping. It adds an extra layer of menace to the already deeply unsettling room. Property of Alexandra. Is this when they switch bodies? The pain radiating from these walls howls through your mind. Whatever lived here lived in constant torment. But the etching on the walls are more than just evidence of the suffering that went on here. Whatever was trapped in these walls was trying to send a message to you or to anyone who might happen across it. So I want to know, did Alexandra, was the boy in the wall really a ghost, right? And I want to know, what if Wayne that's walking around is actually Alexandra? Am I getting too deep? Your eyes are drawn to the massive, almost leathers dug deep into the brick as the cell's prisoners could manage highlighted with whatever pigments were available. It almost looked like a word. Yeah, it looked like over here. Over something. Let's see what she says it is. Though none of the lines meet up, causing you to constantly doubt whether they're letters at all or just lines that fool the eye into imagining shapes that aren't there. Your stomach clenches with nausea as you run your eyes along the deep furrows in the wall. But whatever was here wanted these words to be known, so you do your best to store them away, trying to burn the image of them into your mind, carved deep into the wall, bloody against the filthy bricks. And then one final detail grabs you, a metallic glint from the filthy bare mattress, a doorknob. There it is. This is what you've been looking for. Was it left here for you? Take the handle. As you take it, it's a sound I missed it. Music. The tinkling of piano keys, played by a clumsy hand. They echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. You have your missing. Oh, I'm scared, but let's go do it. Follow the music. You come this far. Clearly, you meant to go a little further. Let's not regret this. The stairs take you to what you have to assume was once a servant's quarters. A network of cramped passageways hidden away behind the expansive rooms of the estate without so much as a window for illumination. But you persist and descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlet estate, the echoing piano your only company. Wayne? Soon enough, you see light again, the sun creeping in through the edges of nearly hidden door. You're at the end of another long corridor. Its high ceilings, this is like the one we came from. Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost disorienting as you step out from the cramped, gloomy stairwell. The music echoes mournfully in the vast space, a chorus of wind adding a melancholic harmony as it whips in from the overgrown courtyard outside. You found your way to the first floor, but you've yet to confront your guide. On second thought, no. Finish what you started and find the piano player. The musician plays on as you move cautiously through the dark. I mean, in real life, I probably wouldn't have done this. I would have been like, okay, gotta go. But we gotta explore, y'all. The slope now so dramatic, it feels like walking downhill. Jagged remains of the floorboards jutting out like splintered trees. I know it was Wayne. The flow of notes finally stop as you reach an open doorway to what was once a music room. Wayne stands on the bench of a battered grand piano, turned to face you. Angel of music, answer his call. So now you've seen it, Ty. He makes his way down the tilted floor towards you. A breeze passes by him, carrying with it the smell of the wound that is his body. Y'all better shut up. I think Wayne is my cousin, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, because I feel like they try to have a little romance with me and Wayne as well. Don't get me to line. I hope you enjoyed the show. He stopped just a few paces away, and I trust you understand the implications of everything you've seen. I think if you aren't careful and you put your faith in the wrong people, things could go very, very wrong for you. Okay. No, we're gonna talk. Okay. Dang, we got a lot. Okay. What's with the dramatics? Isn't this all a little theatrical? What was with the doll in that room? Did you need to carry me off in my sleep? What the heck is wrong with you? You kidnapped me. How do I know you're the right person to trust? Valid. Clock it. Who lived in the last room? Does Tabitha know all about this? We need to call someone about this. The phrase scrawled on the wall. What is it? Why does it feel bad to think? Why does it feel bad to think it? Okay. I want to leave. I had enough of this place. I want to go home. Take a step towards him. Look at them. Flirt. You see what I'm talking about? I don't believe you. I don't know what to think. This is all too much. I trust you, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do about any of this. I'm with you all the way. Help me stop all this. For all I know, whoever was locked up deserved it. I want to go to that question. How do I know you're the right person to trust? If you're still asking questions like that, I know there's nothing I can say that will convince you. Oh, dang. But I'll keep looking out for you, whether you trust me or not. Okay. Who room was that? Or better yet, the words. The phrase, okay. The phrase scrawled on that wall, what was it? Why does it feel bad to think it? I'm glad you noticed. It's a weapon. Hold on to it. What was the word? The bird is the word? What's going on? Can we get deeper into that? I guess not. Okay, so let's see who lived in the last room. Wayne cocked his head almost playfully. I did. I knew it. I'd been in that room a long, long time. Though my being free now is meaningless in the grand scheme of things. The town itself is enough of a prison that I might as well still be stuck behind that door. But at least I'm free enough to warn you. So I want to know, should I be concerned about Tabitha? I don't know. I'm concerned about Sybil. I'm feeling like Wayne I could trust him. I'm not sure about Tabitha. I'm not sure about Kanika, if that's her name. Reese, we already saw his card. Interesting. Okay, so what was with the doll? She liked it, so I liked it too. He's talking about Alexandra. Okay, it was nice to see it again after so many years. Okay, so they didn't switch bodies, I'm assuming. Did you carry me off to sleep? A moment of weakness. I was impatient. Okay. And what now? Are you planning on keeping me here? I doubt if he's planning on keeping me here. Come on, I liked it. Stop. Never again. You hear me? You shouldn't do that to people. How did I not wake up? And what now? I only hope we could talk. I won't force you to stay. I figured. Why should I care about any of this? Does Tabitha know about all this? Of course. Why do you think she invited you here? Excuse me? No, no, I see what you're doing. You're trying to make me doubt her. It won't work. She didn't know me then. It's different now. We've bonded. Oh my god, but she's my cousin. I love her. She wouldn't. Oh, the absolute. Oh. Okay, so wait, I'm kind of confused. Somebody who needs to go watch their own gameplay. Because why? I'm gonna remain silent. You say nothing. I've given you a glimpse into one of your possible futures. Whether you choose to believe me or not is up to you. So he's saying that I could be possibly locked up in one of those rooms. To my people, the voices, shut up. But I urge you to consider believing what your eyes have showed you. Your freedom is on the line. Why should I care about any of this? What do you mean the town is a prison? Sure. I can't leave. No one really can. What? I'm leaving. Watch. As it stands now, Scarlet Hollow doesn't like letting go of its prisoners. They may be able to cross the town line, but not without paying a price. That can be changed, though. It wasn't always this way, and it was never meant to be. We could put an end to it. I want to leave. I had enough of this place. I want to go home. I don't believe you. I trust you, but I don't know what am I supposed to do about any of this. Wayne's shoulders seem to be relaxed slightly, as if he's relieved. He's relieved because I said I trust him. Because, like, I do trust Wayne. I feel like he's not bad. But why do you have that? Like, what's the point of all this? Good, good. Our enemies rely on keeping us divided. They know how much stronger we can be together. The witch holds some of the final pieces. Find her. Pry them from her hand, and then everything should start falling into place. He's talking about Sybil. The thought feels slippery. You're unable to hold on to it. The holding it's hold on, what? And holding is painful. Like you're gripping onto it with white knuckled fists. You're forced to let it go. It fades. Unless you're already starting to forget about her. Forget about who? Memory is this loyal thing, isn't it? Physical, easily manipulated. But something's been missing from your head. Doesn't mean it's gone from the world. Before either of you say another word, he vanishes back into the shadows of Forbidden Wing. Nothing left here for you to do. Wait, what was he talking about? You make your way back to where you woke up. My mom, is that who he talking about? And slot the handle into the secret wall door. I don't like how he got easy access to my room. It twists and the door pulls back and you stumble through your closet and back into your bedroom. You lean against your door frame, relieved that once again, having sturdy, unsloped ground beneath your feet and moderately clean air to breathe. The state has gotten to you. After the events of this morning, your body burns with a ferocious itch to leave this place behind, to be anywhere but here. You leave in a haze, mindlessly grabbing clothes and an uncharged phone, barely even noticing your surroundings as you rush outside, the morning's revelation seizing your body and mind alike with a suffocating grip. Is that somebody peeking at me right there? What that is? The cell, the doll, Wayne. Wayne's insinuation that Tabitha has known about all of this, and even more, that she's partaking willingly into your family crimes. Not only that, but she has designs for you. Is it true? Just when we were starting to like Tabitha, hold on. Book smart. I can't jump to any conclusions just yet. I was shown what someone else wanted me to see, which is facts. Okay. Wait a minute. Tabitha can't be trusted. Tabitha deserves a chance to explain herself. Tabitha needs to explain herself. Wayne can't be trusted. I mean, I could play on Wayne's face and be like, I trust you. Just be in his good favors, you know? But then turn around and be like, I don't trust Wayne. I don't want to jump to conclusions because, like this thing said, I was shown what someone else wanted me to see. But Tabitha does need, like, she deserves a chance to explain herself. Let's say that. She is your cousin after all. You just tell her everything you saw and surely the two of you can have a healthy and productive conversation and get to the bottom of things, right? Maybe going to hear her side of the things directly is your best course of action. I'm going to the police. Wayne said I needed to find the witch. I should do that before doing anything else. I need to see Tabitha. Maybe there's an explanation for what I've witnessed. Tabitha needs to know about what's been hidden. I think, before I can read anything else, I think I'm going to go see the witch. Just so I can have all my ducks in a row, just in case Tabitha pull a card and try to trick me. And I'd be like, you know, be ready. Now isn't the time for unnecessary confrontation. Wayne told you to find the witch, and he notably didn't tell you to take this to Tabitha. Only you can prevent a wildfire. Have no idea where to even begin finding this witch, or for the matter, who she you assume she's a she could possibly be. Let it go. Focus on something else. Think harder. It's Sybil. There's a blurred place that comes to your mind when you think about this witch. Less of a place and more of a location. But less of a location and more of an idea of a location. A sort of almost location where you feel like you know where it's meant to be, but where you couldn't, for the life of you, describe it. But you could follow that important feeling. We already knew what it was. Walk along the strange feeling. Trace the fraying threads of memory forgotten. You can't trust what you can't describe. No, let's go. Let's go. We got this. You follow the blurry feeling, your attention drawn with a tunnel-like focus to the rhythmic. Why can't I say that word? Falling of your feet. Your surroundings distant and unreadable. You lose sense of time as you go. But then footfalls stop. You find yourself on Scarlet Hollow's main street in front of an old bricked-up building that you don't recall ever seeing before. Wait. Wait a minute. Is Kanika, like, disappeared because they're trying to take my memory away? Is that what's going on? And yet, you know that this is the place you're meant to go. Let me see what Miles is about to say, because Miles is related to Sybil and Kanika. Hey. You turn to see Miles, a person you know, but who you realize now that you cannot place. Is this where he's supposed to be? Does he have something to do with the blurry space burned into your mind's eye? Ty, I have to talk to you. There's something going on, but I can't remember what. Everyone's memory's out? It has to do with Sybil and somebody else. And if somebody feels really important, Kanika. And I feel like if I don't remember before it's too late, somebody's gonna... Never mind, this was stupid. I just sound crazy. But you remember me, though. Right. Okay, so is Kanika the witch? He doesn't sound crazy, though. You feel an odd sensation as he's talking. A creeping recognition. But you can't seem to hold onto it. A slippery thought that refuses to fully recognize. Wait a minute. So he remembers me. I remember him, but not in full detail. But do he remember me in full detail? No, you're not crazy. There's something wrong, and it has to do with your family. Something's wrong, so wrong right now. Like, something's supposed to be here, and it just isn't. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have any other details? No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy at all, my blood. I said my blood. My boy. But you draw a blank on just who Miles' family is supposed to be. I knew it. I knew something was wrong. But I don't know what it is. Nothing happened. I woke up and everything was normal. Had cereal, and then Sybil said she was going somewhere with somebody. No, wait. The person was there too. I talked to them. And then they left, and I went out to the street. Because the office is closed for renovations. So I had to wait outside until it was done. It feels like he's recounting a dream. The memory slipping through his fingers as the words leave his lips, leaving only emotion. This is how I felt when Dad died, but nobody's dead. Oh, Miles, please make it stop. Why did you come to me with this? Have you talked to anyone else about it? Sybil is behind this, somehow. I know she is. There's somebody missing, isn't there? Let's talk about that. Miles tries to hide it, but you see his lower lip tremble, and his eyes are shiny with fresh tears. Yeah, I think so. I feel so guilty. I think it's my fault. He can't hide the tremor in his voice as he speaks. There's this crazy old guy on the edge of town. You gotta find him. Julius? He was always coming around to ask me weird questions. I don't remember what he asked or what I said, but I feel like it's important, and he wrote it all down in a notebook. You gotta get him to show you that notebook. I'll go out there, but I can't. think straight. Not right now. I need somebody to fix this for me. I don't want to feel like this anymore. Not again. Please. Not again. He shoves a map into your hands and turns away, hiding his face as it cracks with emotion. I really don't want to ask anybody for help. That's how bad it is, okay? Don't tell anybody what I said, though. I don't need people thinking I'm crazy. Whatever, boy. And then he's walking away. Though where? You can't be sure. If he's even have a destination at all. This place seems like a dead end. Where's Avery? But you have a new lead to follow. And one that incidentally points you to the same direction as the old map you found in Enoch's study. This next stone, destiny, seems to be calling to you. Will you answer its call? Follow the map and anything but that. Now we going to Julia's farm. Let go. This is the end of part 1 of episode 5. Part 2, the chapter's finale, will be releasing next Friday, February 20th. If you would like to continue with this real estate, please save your game now. Okay, I'm gonna save it again. Bada boom. Okay. Return. Continue. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at all the Patreon-y people. I should join their Patreon, low key. I'm always talking about them. Markiplier. Markiplier play this game? I see him play Slay the Princess. Okay. That was actually shorter than I expected. I thought it was going to be a little longer because, you know, the developers made it seem like it was a little longer. And I'm at 1 hour and 7 minutes as far as my recording go. And I know most of those minutes are, you know, the recap. So, yeah. That makes me go back to the top of what I said. I might mash it together. We'll see. We'll see. But I feel like the update, okay, like I said plenty of times, I did not play the update because I didn't know how it would affect my story as it goes. And seeing that it looks like I could probably start episode 4 again and see what changed. Because I want to know how imperative it is, the new update to the storyline. Because I don't recall, like, where we left off, I might have to go see my gameplay of it just to see how it ended. I remember something going on with Kanika. If I keep calling her girl Kanika, is that even her name? But I could have sworn, I just remember leaving off with Reese turning into that monster thing that y'all saw in the recap. That's all I remember. But like I said, in one of those episodes, I remember Kanika being a voice for something. And I want to say they did call her the witch. But for a reason, I feel like Sybil is the witch. But seeing that Miles remembers Sybil, it's kind of like, is Kanika really the witch? You know? I don't know, child. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm gonna end this video as normal. If we do end up mashing it together, then we mash it together. If not, then I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, okay? Or the next clip. Who knows? If you've been enjoyed this series, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you guys on the next one or the next clip. Bye for now.